Okay, guys, this is the continuation of the previous video. And this video is still talking about modal verbs. Okay, as I have told you earlier in the previous video that uh, there are some concept in modal verb, and the first one is single concept of modal. It means the modal has only one meaning. And through the video, you see on your slide that we have double concept model. Okay, the first one. Okay, we have may. It could be permission or good probability. For example, may I come in? We may visit Mexico this summer. And the second one, must. The first concept is responsibility, and the second one is assumption. Everyone must pay taxes. Or she didn't arrive. She must be sick. She must be sick. And then what about would? In the first one, it implies past or used to. When I was young, I would play soccer. It means something happened in the past. But the second one, present unreal. I would buy the car, but I can't afford it. Okay, shall. The first one is educated expression over. Excuse me, I shall go now. Shall I clean it? Or contractual obligation. The company shall pay on January the 1st. Then could. Unreal ability, the first concept. I could go if I had time. Usually, it is used in a conditional sentence. And then the second one, past ability. She could play the piano, not anymore. Can. The first one is present ability. We can speak English. And the second one is permission. Okay. And then we have model in the past. Okay. They are models refer to action that happened in the past. For example, modal plus have plus verb in past participle. It must have been a difficult problem, for example. They should have invited her to their wedding. Okay. And then modals, that means ability. Can. Express ability in the present or generally. I can run a kilometer in 4 minutes. It used for decision made about future ability. We can meet at the gym tomorrow. Could. Expresses ability in the past. In the past. In sentences, if only it expresses ability in the present, future, and in general hypothetical situation, if only you could come, it means you can come. Could have plus past participle expresses ability in the past hypothetical situation. I could have roasted the turkey. Okay. For other tenses, be able to plus infinitive. Okay. May. It is more polite than could. For example, may I go out? Could. More polite than can. Could you repeat, please? Or can in informal use. Can I go to the toilet? This modal verb express giving permission. No, or for the future. For the past, we have could or be allowed to. I could go out with my friends. I was allowed to go out with my friends. Okay, that is modal uh, about permission. And then modals advice. Should plus infinitive plus shouldn't plus infinitive ought to or ought to. Okay, for example, these verbs are used for giving advice now for the future or generally. You should go to the doctor now. He ought to study for the exam. They shouldn't buy these things. if they have little money. Okay, degrees of certainty: must or can or couldn't express certainty about now or the future. That must be the new manager. That must be the new manager. She can be so old. She looks very young. That is the example. Express certainty about now or the future. Must, can, couldn't have. Must, can, or couldn't have plus past participle. It expresses certainty about the past. He must have been in a lot of pain. He couldn't have been on holiday for so long. Should or ought to. They express a probability about now, the future, or in general. You ought to feel better in a few days. Should, ought to have plus past participle. It expresses ability about the past. They versus ought to be have disappear in a few days. Models or degree of certainty. Could, may, might. They express possibility about now, the future, or in general. You should talk to your doctor because that diet might be dangerous. Okay. If could, may, might, have plus per participle is we're expressing possibility about past. It could, may, might, have plus past participle. I repeat it once again. They express possibility about the past. They might have been the doctor who rang while we were out. Could and then could, might have as per participle. They express possibility about hypothetical past. Okay, so uh, using past participle after could, might have, could or might have past participle, it is also possible to express possibility about the hypothetical past. If you didn't follow your doctor's advice, you could have become quite ill. Okay. And then models about criticism. Should have plus past participle, ought to have plus past participle. These forms express a criticism of past behavior. He ought to have made more effort. In bahasa we call it as dia seharusnya bekerja lebih keras. He should have eaten more before going out. Okay. And then the next one, models about obligation and necessity. Must or have to or need to. Um, it expresses an obligation or necessity. I must study for the exam. I have to study for the exam. Or I need to study for the exam. Need not, don't have to, don't need to. It express no obligation or necessity. It is the opposite of the first statement. You need no, you don't have to, you don't need to go to the shop. There is a lot of food in the fridge. Had to, it expresses a past obligation. He had to study hard for his exams. Need not have plus per participle plus past participle expresses a lack of past obligation, an action that happened. For example, they need have gone to the shop. They need not have gone to the shop. Okay. There was a plenty of food in the fridge. Okay, it expresses a lack of past obligation. Okay. Uh, I fully explain this material in English. If you find difficulties in understanding this material, because it is much more difficult than the previous one, even though both video are talking about modal verbs. Okay. You may ask me in the web or in the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much.